Let's learn the books of the Bible, the books that you should know. Let's learn where they are, hide them in your heart. Let's learn the books of the Bible, the books that you should know. Let's learn where they are, hide them in your heart. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy.
Say Joshua.
Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1st and 2nd Samuel, 1st and 2nd Kings, 1st Chronicles, 2nd Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah.
Keep going.
Esther, Job, and the Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Song of Solomon, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations. Ezekiel, Daniel, Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah.
Alright, sing Jonah, Micah, Nahum.
Jonah, Micah, Nahum.
Habakkuk, Zephaniah.
Habakkuk, Zephaniah.
Haggai, Zechariah.
Haggai, Zechariah.
Malachi.
Malachi. Let's learn the books of the Bible, the books that you should know. Let's learn where they are, hide them in your heart. Let's learn the books of the Bible, the books that you should know. Let's learn where they are, hide them in your heart. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, and Romans.
1 Corinthians, go.
1 Corinthians,
What?
2 Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, 1 Timothy, 2 Timothy,
Sing Titus, Philemon. Say Hebrews.
Hebrews,
James.
James,
1 Peter, 2 Peter.
1 Peter, 2 Peter,
1 John, 2 John, 3 John.
1 John, 2 John, 3 John,
Scream Jude.
Jude,
Revelation.
Let's learn the books of the Bible, the books that you should know. Let's learn where they are, hide them in your heart. Let's learn the books of the Bible,
Books of the Bible.
the books that you should know. Let's
That's
learn
right.
where they are, hide them in your heart. Let's learn the books of the Bible,
Let's do it.
Bible,
Let's do it.
Bible,
Let's do it.
All right, one more song here.
The greatest day in history. Death is beating, you have rescued me. Sing it out, Jesus is alive. Empty cross, empty grave. Life eternal, you have won the day. Shout it out, Jesus is alive. He's alive. Oh, happy day, happy day. You wash my sin away. Oh, happy day, happy day. I'll never be the same. Forever I'm changed. I'll never be the same. When I stand in that place, free at last, meeting face to face. I am yours, Jesus, you are mine. In this joy, perfect peace, earthly pain finally will cease. Celebrate, Jesus is alive.
Jesus is alive.
He's alive. Oh, happy day, happy day. You wash my sin away. Oh, happy day, happy day. I'll never be the same.
one of my favorite songs. I really enjoy that song a lot. Just that Jesus is alive. And here we are, just what? A week and a half after Easter, where we celebrated him being alive. How awesome is that? Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to start with a balloon here this morning. Now, this balloon, I didn't actually start doing until, I don't know, just a year or so ago is when I made my first one. And I've been doing balloons for like 20 years. Whoa. But I didn't start doing it until somewhat recently. So let's see if I can do it. Now this one might take a little bit of time. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to get rid of this backdrop here, and let me just go to my green screen backdrop. What do you think of that, huh? Okay, so I'm going to come out there about like that. And now I'm going to come back. Do you know what it is yet? I'll tell you what, if you have an older brother or sister, just by this color, you might know what it is. And actually, with this color, should I give you another clue? Think video game. Okay? Think video game. Let me do this right here, about like that. What do you think? Okay, now I need one of these. If I grab a 5-inch round balloon, when I almost 95% of the time when I grab one of these round balloons, what's it for? Do you remember? I take it and I inflate it and I whoops. I split it into not one, but two. When I split into two, what does it make? It usually makes some eyes, exactly. Some sort of eyes. Huh. Now, let me add another balloon. I'm going to need another purple one here. Let me inflate this to about there. Let me tie it. Okay, I'm going to try to bend it a little bit here, just kind of give a little character. A little character, kind of like that. What do you think? Let me bend that up here. Okay? What do you think? Let's go down to about here. And back. And forth. And back and forth. Uh-oh. I messed up. You ever mess up? What happens when you mess up? Well, I usually try to. When I mess up, let's say, whoops, I messed up. And then, you know, if I messed up to somebody in particular, then I'll try to apologize to them. I'm sorry I did something that maybe, you know, wronged you, or I made a mistake or something. I apologize. And it's always good to do that because we all make mistakes. We do. Oops, I'm sorry. I'll take that out of frame. I'm used to twisting down that low. Let me go like this. And sure, this. And this. I'm not done yet, that's for sure, because this is... Do you know what it is yet? I mean, it is all sorts of things. Let's see. I see somebody's guessing a dog. No, it's not a dog, a cat, or a kangaroo. It's not any of those yet. Any other guesses? Let me look on YouTube. It does look a little confusing, though. I'll admit that. Well, maybe if I get rid of this, because this is extra. I don't really need this. Let me tear that little piece off. I'm going to want it to be about like there. And if I tie that, now I'm going to need to reach over here because my balloon cutter is right over here. And let me see. Can I shape that? Oh, that's looking a little closer to what it's supposed to be. But I still have some more to go. Maybe that'll give it a hint. That face right there. But missing some legs. Let me grab another balloon here. Let me inflate this purple one. Right about to there. Tie it in to this right here. Let me go down about there. About 4 or 5 inches. And let me do that again. And twist that. Let me go here. And about 4 or 5 inches. And twist that. Now I've got this extra piece that I don't need, so what do? Oh, I see some more guesses. Let me see here. Let me move my software over. A bunny, a giraffe? No. Although I can see that. I can see how you would guess that. Okay. I can definitely see how you would see that. If I would do a giraffe, what color would I do a giraffe, do you think? Unless I was doing a really cartoon, funny giraffe. And this is, I'm trying to do a cartoon one of this. Let me grab the marker here. Oh, should I grab the marker? Oh, do you know what? Instead of the marker, let me put this marker back. I am going to grab another balloon here. Let me see if this helps. Sometimes I use a marker, and sometimes I grab a different balloon. Now look at this. I need to let air out because I only need right about there, that much. Uh-oh. I just let too much air out. I just let too much air out, so what do I need to do? I need to fix it. I need to put a little more air. There we go. Okay, right about there. Okay, now I'm going to tie this together into one, and I'm going to split this into 2. So if I split this into 2, what might it be? Let me see if I can split this into 2. Have it. Are those about equal? They look close. Let me see if I grab it and put this in the front of this. Oh, whoops. He looks a little cross-eyed there. Maybe, let me add something else here. Maybe this will help. A yellow balloon. What could I be using for yellow? As soon as I pump this up, I'll look at some of the guesses that some of you put on the screen. Oh, nope, it's not a hippopotamus. Somebody guessed a hippopotamus. Let me see. Oh, I think someone might have an appropriate guess. Let's see. Let me take this around here, around the nose. And come down and do a little bubble. And go all the way around. What do you think of that, huh? And go all the way around. And then let me just add a little decorative piece here on the bottom of this. I don't know why, but just because I have this extra balloon, we'll add this little extra decorative piece. Oh, I took it out of camera again. I'm sorry. Usually twist down low, and it's tough to twist up high here at my head height. Okay, I got extra balloon. What do? I pinch, and I pull. Oops, landed on my ear. So, let me see here. If I add this extra piece, what's it looking like? Maybe I have to hold it back here. What's it looking like? Yeah. Oh, do you know what? Maybe do I need to add more? You see, sometimes we like to add more and more balloons to something. Sometimes it makes it look nicer, and sometimes it just adds more balloons. So let's see. If I add this, is this adding more? Is this good or not so good? Let's see. I'm going to take it right about down to here. And twist, and over, and twist, and up, and twist, and let me see. Now, if I do that here, one more, and twist. It popped! It popped! It popped! Let me put this down here. And right to here. It popped and popped and popped and popped. Sometimes we just need to start over. If I can't get it this time, maybe we'll do it without this piece. I think you guys guessed it before. This one is one of those animals that starts with 2 letters that are the same. 2 letters that are the same. Okay, so now let's try this again. Let's put this, I'm adding a saddle or saddle bags to it so it can carry some things. Because this is from a video game. Or this is my rendition of something from a video game. Let's see, right about there, and I need another balloon. Can you see what it is yet? Let me add another white balloon. And I'm almost done with this. Let's see, if I soften it up, maybe it won't pop. See, when I squeeze it, hopefully that softens it. Like if I go squeeze before I twist, that softens the balloon a little bit and hopefully means that it won't pop. Okay, let me pull this back up. And go here, here, here. Attach this around. And then let's do just real tiny. And let me break this. Ready? This was kind of tight, so it might make a loud pop. Oh, that wasn't bad. And, oh, this one's really tight also. So this one might make a pop. I'll try not to have it pop, but this one's really tight. So let's see. Oh, that stuck to my wall. Okay. If is this, and I think if I'm correct, I think I don't play very many video games, but I think in some pictures that I saw, there's that symbol pointing up. An arrow. So what do you think? There's my llama. Now normally, like I said before, I just started doing the llama recently, and if I would do this llama, I wouldn't necessarily put this on it right here, but I know my son's friend likes to play Fortnite, and I think Fortnite has a purple llama in it. See? It's the llama. Okay. Well, hi everybody. I'm glad that you're here. We are, all sorts of fun stuff this week. Sunday's lesson, let's go over it real quick. Sunday's lessons, the preschoolers learned that Jesus is alive. We talked about the, breakfast, that Jesus had breakfast with his disciples. This is after he was dead, buried, and arose again, and he was on the earth. And what happened? Preschoolers, let me switch to my preschool scene. What happened? Peter and the disciples were out fishing, and they didn't catch anything at night. And somebody from the shore said, "Hey, throw your net on the other side." So they threw their net on the other side, and what happened? They caught a bunch of fish, and they're pulling them in, and somebody said, "Oh, look, Peter, that's Jesus." What did Peter do? He put on his coat, he jumped in the water, swam to shore, and then the disciples, after they pulled in all the fish, they came there, and Jesus was preparing breakfast for them. What a wonderful time that was. And Jesus did what? He, out at the end of the breakfast, he asked Peter 3 questions. 3 questions. Peter, do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Why did he ask Peter that 3 times? Because just a few days earlier, Peter denied Jesus 3 times. So Jesus was forgiving him. He was showing him love. And that's what we need to do. We need to be showing each other love. And how awesome is that? I'm looking at my lesson if you're wondering why I'm looking down. And then elementary, what did we learn? We learned look where I'm at now. We learned in Philippians, we went over a memory verse. Don't do anything only to get ahead. Don't do it because you are proud. Instead, be humble. Value others more than yourselves. We're talking about humility at elementary and just how we need to do that, how we need to be a servant, and that servant principle of how we need to do that. I mean, Jesus gave us the ultimate example of humility. I mean, not only did he come down here to earth as a human, but then he showed us how to serve other people. He went about healing people, helping people, and then he gave his life for us to save us. And how awesome is that he did that for us? I mean, that's wonderful. That's great. And we need to do that. I mean, I can't think of anything better. Thank you so much, Lord Jesus, for doing that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we need to show others the love of God. And how do we do that? How can we do that? How can we show others the love of God? Well, we can write them notes. Especially when we're kind of trapped in the clubhouse type thing. We're trapped in our house. When we go to the preschool, we're trapped in a house and things. How can we do it? Oh, look at this. Oh, there's Ollie for the preschoolers. And oh, look up here. This is something that's on our website. Let me make it bigger. If you go to etownbic.org, go to the Children's Ministry tab or the Kids Ministry, you'll find a download tab for What's for Dinner. This is some activities for families to do over dinner, some conversation guides, some different things like that you can do at home just to kind of keep the conversation rolling about how we can show others the love of Jesus. And some things you might be able to do if you're, kind of in your house. If you have a sidewalk, do some nice drawings and telling, maybe even go to your neighbors and we love you. Because when we show others love, we are showing others Jesus' love. And how awesome is that? Let me go back to my Star Wars scene here. So, I'm excited for, if you want, you can download that. I keep pointing in the opposite direction. I need to do that because on my screen it's on this side, but for you it's on this side. We need to, that's a great resource that we can use. However we can, we need to be showing others the love of Jesus. Now here's the deal. Tuesdays, Thursdays, 10 a.m. we're live streaming, and also when? Sundays, 10 a.m. Sundays we're just on YouTube and everything, because sometimes Facebook's been kicking us off every once in a while, and I'm not sure why. So Sundays we're probably just going to be on YouTube, 10 a.m. EBIC has the adult service at 8:30. That gets over 9:40, 9:45, so you've got time to run into the kitchen, get a quick bite to eat, drink a Kool-Aid, and then come back for 10 a.m. Now I'm going to finish with another balloon here, and let's see if you can guess what this balloon is. We're going to go, oops, do you know what? Look at that. You can't see that because it's the same color almost as my backdrop. Look at that. So let me switch to the non-backdrop. Do you see that? Do you see how it's a little close in color? But if I switch to any of my green screen effects, look at that. It just disappears almost. So let's go back to here so you can see this. I'm going to start. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 pinch twists for up here. There we go. And now I'm going to do about 3 fingers, and I'm going to do 2. 1, 2. I'm going to do about 3 fingers, and I'm going to do 1, 2. And about 3 fingers, 1, 2. And then I'm going to get rid of this, but this is really tight. So let me just come up here, tear off the end, let some air out, twist it right there, let that make that noise, let all that air out, take that, get rid of that balloon. Okay, so I've got this. Now I need to add, let's add, what color? Let's add purple to it. Let's add purple. Really big purple. What do you think? I'm going to do this. Make it in a big loop. Make some noise. Add purple. Okay, and let me add, do you know what? Let me add some pink to it also. Now the pink, I'm going to make just a little bit smaller. Do this, get rid of that extra. Same thing, a loop, twist it in 2, and we're going to add that right into here also, hopefully. Let me twist it, like this. This one could be tricky till I get all the balloons there. Let me add yellow. But this yellow one, I'm only gonna Well, let's add a fair amount for the yellow. We'll do something a little different here. Let's add yellow here. And here. And here. Any guesses? Any guesses what this could be? I gotta admit, it's kind of tough to tell right now because these balloons aren't all cooperating. They're not cooperating. There, I'm slowly getting it. Do you know what? Maybe I'll wait to finish twisting this perfectly right here because I still have 2 more balloons to add. Here we go again. What's this? This is the 5-inch round. Just a little puff right there. Split it in 2. Let me add it there. You know what it is yet? Let me add 1 more balloon. Let's go for another yellow. This one I only need a little bit of air. Look at this. I'm just going to add right there. Just that much. Not much at all. Are you ready? I'm going to split this in 2. And then I'm going to send that all the way up there to the top. So now we've got it in both spots. Gotta admit, this one is giving me a little trouble. Let me grab my marker. Can you see that? Give some eyes. Or maybe give her some eyes. Wow, that does not look... I'm having trouble getting a good picture on the camera of how this is. Oh, I know why. A bubble popped. A bubble popped. That'll give us trouble. It's not a bubble that you think is very important because you don't really even see it. But, whoops. You see that? I was going to use that because I just need a scrap, but that's not going to work. Sometimes, you know, it could be something small, like that little bubble. You can't even really see it too much, but it's pretty important, even though you don't necessarily think so, because it's not one of the main parts of the design. But it is very important because it helps keep things aligned. So let me run this all throughout here. Get rid of this. Now let's see if I do that and that, and this and this. Maybe that'll help make it look a little bit more like one. Its neck's leaning forward a little bit. It's looking to the side. Anyway, this was going to be my butterfly. We'll see if I could finish it later. Maybe I'll try to have it finished for Sunday because it's still not perfect. Anyway, I hope you have a great week showing others God's love because He loves you so much. And think of ways how you can creatively do that. One of the ways, preschoolers, that I challenged you, and this could be for elementary too, because we talked about Jesus having breakfast with His disciples. Well, how can you have a meal with your friends or your family, your grandparents, your aunts, your cousin? Maybe you can set your phone up on your kitchen table while you're eating and FaceTime them, or just even talk to them on the phone. Yeah, you can have a meal with them too, because sharing a meal is so special. Well, I hope you have a great time. We will see you back Sunday, 10 a.m. Don't forget about the resource that's on the website, What's for Dinner. It's got all sorts of different things that you can do. And yeah, you can do with your family. I hope you have a great week. We'll see you later. God bless.